Welcome to the Dreaming Girl podcast. Here we talk about spirituality, self-development and how to live our best, most authentic lives. I'm Holly, thank you for joining me and I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello and welcome to the first episode of this podcast. This one's all about manifestation and the wonderful law of attraction. Before we get into that, I just wanted to mention a little bit about why I started this podcast and hopefully it will resonate with some of you. Over the past year and a half to 2 years, I've been very interested in manifestation, spirituality and self-development, and it really transformed my life and self-image in a very powerful and positive way. Before getting into this kind of thing, I had a lot of anxiety, specifically social anxiety. I felt lost and sad and a little bit hopeless most of the time. I'm sure you've all felt like this at some point. After discovering the law of attraction and jumping headfirst into that rabbit hole, I found myself becoming so much more confident and feeling like I was actually in control of my life. Within just a few months, I went from being too scared and anxious to even leave my home to go to classes at university. I was flying to Spain on my own to start a job as an au pair and living with strangers. The change was transformative. So, I started this podcast as a way to share all the knowledge, processes, tips and tricks that truly transform me and the way I view the world with all of you. I hope that I can guide you in a way to make similar transformations. If I can help even one person, it will be worth it. Okay, so the law of attraction. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you don't believe in it, and maybe you do believe in it. We're all valid here. The law of attraction means simply that like attracts like. And one of Newton's laws of physics is that like energy attracts like energy to it, and this is really what that comes from. You attract the people, experiences and situations that you experience in your life by virtue of your vibrational frequency and energy and focus. Therefore, you can transform your reality through energy and frequency and vibration. It's like Nikola Tesla said. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency and vibration. I'm saying those words a lot. We are energetic beings living in an energetic universe. And quantum physics has shown us that everything is energy at a subatomic level. Even your thoughts, even whatever device you're listening to. This universe is made up of 99.9999 and so it goes percent energy, and only 0.0001 point is matter. Really botched with numbers there. You are a magnet, attracting what you put out. It's like that old phrase, you reap what you sow. If you're constantly sowing negativity into your life, that's what you're going to harvest. And if you are someone who has a positive mindset and really positive energy, you're going to produce more positive results because that's what you're looking for. That's what it really comes down to. You notice in your reality what you put your mind on. There's in the audiobook of You're a Badass, she says, look around at your surroundings, really look for everything that's red. Then close your eyes and then think of everything that's yellow. You're going to struggle to find the thing that's yellow because you were looking for the red. It's easy to find things to be grateful for when that's what you're looking for. And it's easy to find things to complain about when that's what you're looking for. I'm sure we all know people in our lives who just constantly have something new to complain about because they're still in that circle, in that habit of negativity and complaining, and this is all about law of attraction really helps you break out of that hamster wheel in a way. A few decades ago, a very influential spiritual teacher called Neville Goddard, I'd recommend reading him or looking into him if you haven't, he asked his students to spend the next 3 nights before they sleep, as they're drifting off to dreamland, to think about a ladder, to really visualise it and focus on it and put themselves into a scene where they would come across a ladder or they'd be climbing a ladder. And after a week or so of doing this every night, they came back and all the students said that they had the opportunity to either climb a ladder or they saw a ladder, and that was just after a few nights of doing that. And it really does show the power that you focus in your life. I'm going to leave that article link in the description so you can see it. When you focus on the lack of a desire, you align yourself with the frequency of not having it, and to continue to manifest its lack into your life. And the opposite is true. When you focus on the fulfillment of a desire, how amazing it will feel when you get there. you align with the energy of the fulfillment of it and having it, and you draw it to you. For example, if you want to manifest a romantic relationship, a romantic partner into your life, who doesn't want to do that, let's be honest, if you're constantly thinking about the lack of them, if you're looking around you and you're thinking, where are they? Why isn't this person in my life yet? Even though you're thinking about it, the essence of your vibration is one of lack, so that's what you're going to continually attract back to you. However, when you think about how amazing it'll feel to be with this person, what love feels like, if you really give out loving energy in your life, that's the energy you're putting out, so that's what you're going to get back. Like energy attracts like energy. The big question that most people have when they come across manifestation, etc., is how we can use the law of attraction to deliberately manifest awesome experiences and create our life. I believe that we're meant to experience and create joy in this life. That it's our duty as citizens of Earth to help raise the collective consciousness of our home planet by raising our own vibration. I know that sounds unbearably cheesy, but bear with me. So here's how we can consciously manifest our hopes, dreams, aspirations, or even a free cup of coffee. When you first get into law of attraction and manifestation, especially conscious manifesting, you start to come across the phrase raise your vibration a lot and the importance of vibration. So like we said earlier, the universe is made of energy and all that energy vibrates. And we ourselves put out a certain energetic frequency, which is our vibration, through our thoughts, our actions, and our feelings. We can't attract anything to us and we can't manifest anything into our lives that we're not an energetic match for, that our vibration isn't in alignment with. Experiences, feelings, thoughts that you want to experience in your life, they all have their own vibrational signature in a way. They're all, at the core is they have a core vibration. By raising and aligning your own vibration with that of which you want to experience. So if going back to that example of a romantic partner, love exists on its own vibration, and if you don't give out loving energy and a loving frequency, then your vibration isn't going to match that of a romantic partner, a romantic relationship, or any loving situation. However, it's very, very easy to raise your vibration. And I also like to think of vibration as the way we're feeling. That can be an indicator of what vibration we're putting out. So the better we feel, the higher our vibrations are, and the more likely we are to be in alignment with all the good we want to manifest into our life. One of the best ways, I think, of raising our vibration is gratitude. You know, when you look around you and you see everything you're grateful for in your life, everything that you're grateful from in your past, maybe the lessons you learned through hard times, and the things that you're going to be grateful for in the future, if you experience gratitude for them now because you know they're coming to you, that can raise your frequency and your vibration to a point where you're a vibrational match and in alignment with that which you want to experience. Raising your vibration and living with an abundant mindset through a daily practice of gratitude can really help you with the art of allowing, which comes up in Esther and Jerry Hicks' books when they channel Abraham. It can be very easy to resist or push away what's already manifesting into your life if you come from a place of lack or you start to doubt it. And I find that raising your vibration and existing from a state of gratitude is an excellent way to stay consistently at a high vibration and allow all that goodness into your life because you're no longer resisting it. You're not coming from a place of lack. You believe in abundance through a practice of gratitude. You get into the receiving mode for all that you desire and all the goodness and love and joy in the world because you've raised your vibration to be at a point where you're on par with it, you're on the same level. I've actually heard, this is a really good analogy for it. If you're listening to the radio or the TV and you want a specific station, say you want 101 FM, but you are listening to another channel, say 76, you're not going to get what's on 101 because you're on 76. You can't expect to get the music or show that's on 101 if you're on 76. Do you get me? So it's about flipping your frequency to match that which you want, and then the rest, the universal intelligence will do the rest for you through inspired action, through ideas, through all that good stuff.
The law of attraction in the past has really got a bad rep for being very surface level, for just putting a happy sticker on your problems. And from a distance, that's true. That could be seen as true. It's all about positivity and manifesting new great things into your life. But I found that it's not true, that it's just a shallow putting a happy face on it. For me, when I started to dig deeper into it and found that my beliefs really have a massive effect on what I'm thinking and what I'm doing, and then that in turn affects your vibration. I found that, really makes you go within yourself and get all that junk out of there, all the limiting beliefs that you held that weren't helping you, that were steering you in a negative trend. Your beliefs will become self-fulfilling prophecies, and in that way they affect your ability to manifest all the goodness, all the financial abundance, all love, even specific experiences. Not believing that you're worth it, not believing that it can happen, these are going to affect your ability to manifest, because you'll be thinking in lack, you'll be feeling in lack. Everything in your reality is a mirror, reflecting back to you the way you see yourself, what you believe to be true about yourself and your life. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, which make up your vibrational energy, will reflect it. Will reflect your core belief, and then you'll see that in your outer world. Your inner world becomes your outer world. Changing your beliefs, which is the point I'm trying to get at, it can be difficult. It can be very hard. You're going within yourself and you are digging up all these sources of negativity, things you learned when you were younger that may not ring true for you. One of the common ones that so many of us have is I'm not enough, or I'm not deserving, or this isn't for me, it's meant for everyone else, not for me. These can be not only harmful for our ability to create our lives, but in general harmful for the way we go about. When we feel less than everyone else around us, we naturally gives rise to anxiety. I know I've had a lot of trouble with anxiety, and feelings of not being enough have been a major cause of that anxiety. And when I started to go within and change those beliefs, my anxiety did lessen, and I was manifesting better experiences into my life. So as much as going within and digging up all those horrible, nasty, negative beliefs can be, it can also be very transformative. When we dig them up, we look at them, we see where they came from. Quite often they'll come from your childhood or your teen years. I know a lot of mine came from between like 10 and 15, that that period of puberty when everything in your world is changing, everything in your body is changing. So after we see where they come from, we can accept them. We don't want to push against our negative beliefs, because that just creates resistance. We want to say, okay, you've brought me this far in life, I accept you, I thank you, and I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to bring a new belief in. And we don't focus on the old belief and pushing away of it, we focus on bringing in the new belief. And the way I do this often is through affirmations. I'll journal about how I want to feel. I'll journal about letting go of old beliefs and how amazing it feels. And to me, that's been a very transformative experience. Some other tips that I can give you for consciously creating your life and manifesting and using the law of attraction to your advantage is to start small and build up faith. If you have a lifetime full of evidence that things haven't been going your way, or what you've been manifesting hasn't been so good, it can be difficult to immediately jump into the big things, So starting small can be very helpful. A lot of people do this with free coffee or parking spaces or getting a text from someone. It's all very fun little ways to prove that this works, and getting excited about it. When you get excited about receiving the little things, then it builds up your faith, and when you receive them, it builds up your faith even more. It's all about building faith here, until you believe and you believe in your abilities, and that's the most important thing, believing in yourself to manifest these things. And that's gradually built up through little steps. You can't build a wall without laying the bricks first, one by one. So with that, we come to the end of the first podcast of the Dreaming Girl podcast. Thank you for listening if you made it this far. I'm hoping to make a lot more podcasts on this kind of topic, as well as self-development and personal development, spirituality. So if you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe. And thank you for putting up with me even when I was a little nervous and tripping over my words. I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.